Hi everyone, welcome to George's Library. My name is George and today we're going to talk about 1984 by George Orwell. 1984 is a dystopian novel set in a time dominated by totalitarian regime. The name George Orwell is just a pseudonym. The author's real name is in fact Eric Arthur Blair. He died at an early age by tuberculosis, 1984 being his last novel published, and quite an atypical one compared to his previous work. He wrote it in order to express his disgust with totalitarianism, regardless if it's from the far left or from the far right. And it shares the same themes with his previous novel called Animal Farm. Our main protagonist and point of view character is Winston Smith. He is a 39-year-old man, not in his best of shape, living in Oceania, and working for the Ministry of Truth. His job is to create or erase false documents for the party, according to their need at that moment, and he's intelligent and quite good at what he's doing. After the year 1949, a big revolution took place which left the world divided into three nations. One was Oceania, one was East Asia, and the other one Eurasia. These nations were the same in order of ruling or number of forces, but they were in a constant war with each other. A never-ending war that was required by the regime to keep the population in a constant war state. Oceania, the nation that we are a part of through the eyes and mind of Winston, is governed by four ministries. The Ministry of Love, the Ministry of Plenty, the Ministry of Truth, and the Ministry of Peace. Now, we know the Ministry of Truth is where they force the fake documents and fake historical facts. The Ministry of Peace is related to all things war. The Ministry of Plenty deals with the nation's food supplies and ratios. And then we have the Ministry of Love, which we only later find out that its main purpose is to make you fall in love with the Big Brother. Who is Big Brother? The entire city of London was covered in posters representing a man with a mustache staring right back at you. The image was on every wall and every coin. This man is the Big Brother. He is the main symbol of the regime. He is everywhere and watching you at all time. Later I found out that the image was actually inspired by a real portrait of Stalin. Every household had a telescreen inside, constantly on, watching your every move, your every facial expression, analyzing your thoughts. It's amazing how the author managed to imagine a telescreen in a time when such devices have not yet existed. The story is split into three parts. It reminded me of the three acts of a movie. The first part is the introduction. We get to know the character, his thoughts, the world he exists within, his environment. Winston buys a journal and starts writing. This is his first step towards rebellion. The regime does not allow you to have personal thoughts. The second part is the middle section. The little seed planted in the first part needs to grow and develop here. Winston finds a partner in Julia and they get romantically involved. The regime does not allow sexual acts of lust. Sex is meant to be only a reproductive tool and nothing else. It must not consist of pleasure or physical desire of any kind. The third part is the conclusion. This is meant to show all the consequences of the actions from the previous parts. Winston's rebellion has a strange turn of events and will fall under physical and mental torture by the Ministry of Love. The novel has a slow pace that allows you to feel as if you were part of this society. Winston's thoughts end up being your thoughts, and his concern and curiosities end up being your concern and curiosities. What is most frightening about this novel is that most of the elements presented here are based on real ideologies. The science fiction in this novel is not really that much science fiction. The totalitarian government of Oceania is actually based on actual totalitarian regimes that existed in real life, like communism or Stalinism or Nazism. The torture scenes at the end of the novel are actually based on actual torture schemes that were, in fact, enacted upon different individuals within these regimes. The nations in this novel are fictional. But the ideology that these nations are based on is in fact real, and I dare say, in some parts of the world, not even yet dead. Thank you for watching my review. I'm really looking forward to hear your comments on the book. I know some of you have been waiting for a while for me to present this book. If you want to hear more book reviews, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope you stay safe and you keep on reading. See you next time.